asked me to.
All right, good evening. Welcome to the South Suburban Sports Complex for tonight's contest.
I know most of the parents here.
I
know most of the parents.
I do?
Yeah. Mount Vista Gold Eagles.
I'm
The two teams
you're the one
involved in this
videotaping.
contest are members of the Colorado High School Activities Association and are committed to sportsmanship goals of CHSAA. As a reminder, fans, good sporting behavior is taking pride in your school, your team, and yourself. We ask that you adhere to CHSAA spectator rules and always show respect to other spectators, players, coaches, and referees. And now, the starters for the Eagles. At forward, number 27, Gabe Fisher. At center, number 21, Dawson Charles. At wing, number 23, Maddox Charles. Number 16, Roger Stanley. Number 6, Jack McHugh. And in net, number 39, Ryan Heftos. And now, your lineup for your Gold Eagles. At left wing, number 9, Brayden Robertson. At center, number 5, Logan Chang. At wing, number 8, CJ Sanchez. On defense, number 11, Zach Edwards. At defense, number 19, Matthew Strong. And your netminder for tonight, number 32, Fulton Winter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome in, parents. This is Vista taking on Valor. Vista's wearing white, trimmed with green and gold. Valor wearing navy, trimmed with sky blue, white, and gold. All right, we're getting ready for face-off.
Let's hear it for your Gold Eagles!
All right, get ready for face-off at center. Assuming just a touch more, I think. Parents are still walking in. Hopefully we don't have too many heads in the way. Logan on this draw, flanked by Braden and CJ. Logan wins that draw. CJ dumps it into the Valor zone. Valor in pursuit, goes buck behind their net. Valor breaks out to the neutral zone. Into the zone here. Up loose into the corner. Centered into the slot. Shot blocked. There. Logan here. Pass into Braden Skates. Didn't make it through. Fulkin slows that down behind the net. This is Edwards. Edwards up. CJ in pursuit. Chipped away from forward there. Strawn took the man. Shot hits the side of the net. Puck goes behind. Strawn leaves it there for Robertson. Robertson goes for a stretch pass. He misses it. Held in there nicely by Valor along the wall. Strawn tied up. Tries to move that forward along the wall. Zach here. Edwards off the wall. Intercepted. Challenged by 2 Valor players there. Valor, Vista here. Up the wall, Braden. Braden not able to move that. Along the wall, centered into the slot. Shot. Fanned on that. This is CJ. CJ flips it up and out. Line change here. This is going to be an ice. Coming onto the ice. I see Boggs. Hurt. Gamble. Looking for the D here. So here. Vista wins that. Puck goes behind the net. There's a neck guard or something there laying on the ice. Puck's flowing around the wall. Hurt. Gets it out. This could be another icing though. We'll see if it goes far enough. It does. So D. See Tennyson and Dullum. Face-off's going to be to the left of Fulkin. No score 15-14 early in the first. Oh, actually, they're going to bring it over to the right. Gamble on this draw. Face off back. Tennyson here. Tennyson off the wall. Gets by Hurt. Out. Down the wall. Down into the zone. Valor leaves that. Can't really see what's happening here. Parents are kind of standing there. Hit there by Boggs. Sent in to the zone. Frozen there. Line change here for Vista. Mayorga, Carnesi, Hitzig coming on. Palmieri and Brandenburg on D. Face off to the Valor goalie's left. Mayorga on the straw here. Mayorga goes forward. Puck into the corner. Vista goes behind their net. Held in for a second, but out. Brandenburg sends it back in. Delayed offside. Mayorga has the tag up. Puck up. Valor breaks that pressure. Good poke there by Palmieri. However, Mayorga not able to get onto it. He applies forecheck pressure there. Moved out to the neutral zone here. Moved across. This is Palmieri. Palmieri to Keegan. Puck onto the Vista bench. We're going to say faceoff's going to come. Oh, I thought they were going to bring the faceoff down. I saw the referees pointing towards the far dot. Sim 5. Mayorga goes forward. However, Valor D picks it up. They go D to D. Puck into the Vista zone. Brandenburg back here on it. Brandenburg into the corner, goes behind his net. High off the glass. Comes out to the neutral zone. Mayorga leaves it for Brandenburg. Brandenburg moves up. Keegan chips it forward. Hitzig into the corner, chasing after that. Hitzig pushes that man into the wall. Valor here, moving it. Point, Palmieri. His shot whistles wide. Keegan. Shot from the point there. Whistles wide. This is Edwards. Edwards, his shot deflects over the net into the corner. Mayorga tries to center it to Carnesi. Didn't work. 17. I think that's kind of white. Blue attire there. This is Edwards. Edwards touches it up forward. Keegan at the end of a long shift. Up. Move forward. That's Schleicher there. Schleicher moves it forward. Edwards down into the corner. Edwards moves it forward behind the goal. Edwards escapes up to Quast. Quast sends it down the wall, intercepted by Valor. Valor, Quast, good interception there. Quast, his shot goes high over the net. Quast with good work here in the corner. However, Valor breaks out. Oh, good steal there, Quast. Had it there for a second. Comes out, Valor with speed. Strawn, good back check. Cuts that off. This is Schleicher. Schleicher absorbs a hit. Strawn goes D to D to his partner, Edwards. Edwards fires it out, down. This is going to be a nice. Who? Maddox Charles? I don't know. So Chang, Sanchez, Robertson coming on. Dullum and Tennyson face off to Fulton's left. Logan Chang on the straw. Goes back. Intercepted there for a second by CJ. CJ has that on his feet. Robertson moves out. Robertson moves forward. Gets taken down. Try to take on three. Off the wall. Out to center. Dullum sends it back in, delayed offside. Robertson has to tag up. Kicked in, off the foot. Back. Dullum here, fans on that clearing attempt. Tennyson here behind his net. Touched up, Logan to CJ. CJ not able to handle that bouncing puck though. Tough, is in the air. Chang here. It's out to center. Cross. Valor. Poked, deflected forward. Goes behind the net. This is Tennyson. Tennyson up to Robertson. Robertson sweeps it out of the zone. This is probably going to be a nice. And it is. Coming onto the ice. Looking for numbers here. Mayorga, Carnesi, Hitzig, looking for the D. Puck is loose there. Face-off win by Valor. Palmieri tries to move it up the wall. Fans. Mayorga comes in, moves it up, but not out. Mayorga gets it out on second effort. Hitzig to Carnesi. Carnesi may have turned the corner here. Oh, wow. Feed right in front. It's Mayorga. He scores it. Carnesi with the initial breakaway. Save was made. However, Keegan was able to push it into the slot to Mayorga. Mayorga puts it in. Early Vista lead, 10:56. That's Jackson Mayorga. Nice goal there, Jackson. Mayorga with the goal. Mayorga here. Moves it forward off the face-off win. However, Valor intercepts. They get it 8.
Number 12, Jackson Mayorga. Assisted by number 10, Keegan Carnesi.
Puck sent behind the Vista goal. Brandenburg just outraced there to the puck. Vista right. Oh, nice save there. Wow, great save again. Series of good chances there by Valor. Vulcan with some incredible saves there. Into the zone. And it's out. Edwards back. That puck is iced. Faceoffs can come down into the Valor zone. Got Gamble, Boggs, Hurt, Edwards, and Strong. Faceoff's going to be to their goalie's right. Hurt took that draw. Vista wins it, brings that to neutral zone in. Edwards here. Edwards skates away from that man. Moves it up the wall. Ooh. Puck comes, thought it was coming out, not out. This is Hurt. Hurt's pass too far in front of Boggs. However, they wave off the icing. Valor goalie had his arm up in the air signaling the icing, but referees did not see it that way. Puck across into the zone. Cross ice pass into the corner. Strong moves it up the wall. Gamble tries to poke it forward, not able to. Hurt comes in to help. Puck pops up into the air. Gamble swings it around. Boggs here. Boggs takes that man off the puck. Puck loose. Puck across. Comes out. Hits the referee, doesn't move forward. Gamble fans on that dump in. Valor in their zone here. Dumped into the Vista zone. Edwards here. Edwards touched up by Robertson, and CJ lost an edge there. He had a lot of speed. He had a chance to get that pass, but not sure what happened. Face-off coming down into the zone. 8:53 left in the period. Vista up by 1. Mayorga with the goal. Chang on this face-off to Fulton's right. Puck in some bodies there. Dullum comes up with it. Dullum up to Robertson. Robertson moves forward. Oh, good chance there. CJ was there. Chang here, moves forward. Has the puck taken away. Valor escapes. 25, pushed into the corner there. Chang up to CJ. CJ pushes it forward, not too far enough though. Chang with that hit. Puck in the zone. Tennyson moves it high off glass. Chang to Robertson. Robertson to Sanchez. Sanchez sweeps it in. They're changing. Dullum in deep on the forecheck as his forwards change. Hitzig across the Palmieri, no one there. Puck into the zone. Dullum misses on that hit. However, recovers. Flips it up to Mayorga. I'm sorry, that's Carnesi. Carnesian. Goal! Great effort there. Carnesi with that goal. I think Dullum sprung him. 2-0. Vista, 7:41 in the period. Keaton with a nice forehand, backhand move there. Face off here, Mayorga. Puck into the Vista zone. Valor player breaks forward. Should say Polkin. Freezes it for a face off. Palmieri puts a man down. Not really sure what was happening there.
Number 10, Keith Carnesi.
I think Palmieri's going to get a penalty here.
Oh, and Brandon Berg.
No, was it? Oh, they gave the assist to Brandon Berg. I knew there was a 7 in there. He's number 7.
This is penalty. 22, 2 minutes for roughing.
So Palmieri off for roughing. Valor onto the power play. Let's see who's coming out. I see Boggs. His center is usually Gamble. There's Gamble looking for a D. Face off here. To the left of Fulkin, won by Valor. They sent it to the point. Cross, shot, save Fulkin. Not out. I see Zach Edwards on D. His partner is usually Strong. Shot. Big goal there, number 22. I don't think there's any way Fulton saw that. He was completely screened. (2-1) on the power play goal, 7:15. Valor cuts the lead in half. Chang, Robertson, Sanchez coming out. Tennyson and Dullum. Chang on this draw. Tied up in some skates. Valor comes up with it. They take into the defensive zone. Glove down by Robertson. Robertson shot. Oh, wow! Robertson right away reestablishes that 2-goal lead. Robertson gloved that clearing pass down. Fired a snapshot high glove off the Valor goalie's glove. Nice goal by Braden.
Hey!
How are you?
What's up? How are you?
Chang on this draw. Chang forward to Robertson. Robertson into the zone. Moved into the zone. Poked away. Tennyson. Tennyson off the wall. Moved into the Valor zone. I'm sorry, Vista zone. Tennyson. Swept away. Dullum here. Oh, Dullum misses, bringing into the zone. Robertson gets it out. What are they calling? Can't be an offside. Puck was never in the zone. They are going to call offside, but the puck never crossed the blue line. Anyways, and we had possession, so. So Chang, Robertson, Sanchez, D are changing. I see Brandenburg and Edwards. Bowman wins that draw. Brandenburg picks that up in his defensive zone. Brandenburg, his pass across, intercepted. Oh, dangerous play there, Sanchez. Sanchez to Robertson. Move forward, across. Good save there. It's Carnese. Logan Chang moves into the zone, puts on the brakes, dumps it deep. Partial change completed. Hitzig here in the corner. Hitzig not able to move that out. Mayorga steps on to replace Chang. Brandenburg moves it forward. Overskates that puck a sec. Edwards back. Edwards here. Edwards leaves that for Brandenburg. Brandenburg leaves it back for Edwards. Edwards Hitzig. Moves it to Keegan. Keegan in 2-on-1 with Mayorga. Mayorga in, offside. 5:42. Faceoff should come out, be right outside the zone. Mayorga on the straw. Valor picks it up into the neutral zone. Puck moves forward. Valor player press on the wall there nicely. I think that was Strawn.
Yes.
Strawn moves it out to the neutral zone. He stays in pursuit of that puck. He kicks it forward, tries to get to Keegan. Keegan dancing here. Keegan moves it back and forehand. Good save, Valor goalie. Strawn holds that in, goes behind the net. Keegan has that puck bounce over his stick. Dullum moves it forward, but not out. Dullum moves it forward, but not very deep, is what I should have said. Strawn stands that man up. Mayorga here picks it up in the defensive zone. Stretch pass there, a little bit out of Keegan's reach. Puck dumped right back in. That's no ice. It is an ice. 4:57 left in the period. Puck come down into the Valor zone. This is Schleicher. Schleicher's line is out. Schleicher with Dullum and Tennyson behind him. Puck around here. Valor moves it up the wall, held in there by Tennyson. His shot deflects. However, picked up there. White tries to center it. Schleicher has that puck roll off his stick as he is moving into his forehand. White here. White to Quast. Quast shot! Wow, nice goal, Quast. Deep from Connor White. 4-0 Valor. Goal there. Connor White stole that puck in the corner, moved out to the faceoff dot, fed Henrik Quast. Quast beat the goalie, blocker side, clean. Puck into the zone. Tennyson stretch pass here. Connor White Sweeps it in. Down. Up behind the net. Up the wall. Up forward. Shot over the goal by Dullum. Puck up in the air.
Number 13, Matthew Strong, assisted by number 17. And number 16.
I think you're a little confused on the players' names there. You got the numbers right, I think. Schleicher creates a steal. Schleicher here. Valor forced to put that puck deeper into the zone. Good work here by this group. They move it up the wall. Into the zone. Shot. Nice save, Fulkin with the toe. Move forward. Mason hurt there. Valor player shielded the puck nicely from Mason. Puck sent around Edwards. A little bit too far for him, out of his reach. Puck comes out. Gamble gets it out to the neutral zone. Valor picks it up. Burton applying forecheck pressure here. Valor player gets by. Good save, Fulkin. Puck up the wall. Hurt. Puck doesn't come out. Hurt taken down from behind. This is Strong. Strong off the wall. Too far for Boggs, but it comes out to the neutral zone. Valor brings it into the zone. Shot. Fulton with a nice save here. This is CJ Sanchez. CJ caught from behind there. Penalty. Power play coming up for Vista. It's going to be a hold or an interference of some type. .27 for Valor off. Not sure what the call is. We'll get the call here in a second. Faceoff's going to come down into the Valor zone, so their goalie's right. Mayorga hits it. Carnesi, Edwards. I think that's Gamble. It is Gamble. Gamble playing wing on power play. Hitzig here. Cross. The point. Shot. Goes into the netting. Edwards coming off. He's replaced by Strawn. Not sure if his stick broke or what happened there. Came off the ice. He's replaced by Strawn. Otherwise, the same. Do it again. They don't like something about you're replacing both players in the face-off dot. No. They don't like something about the positioning here. Mayorga. Vista wins that. They go high glass. Held in there by Strong. Strong down the low. Strong here. From the left point. Over to the right point. Carnesi to Hitzig. Hitzig tries to change angle. Oh! Puck just trickled by. Goalie was out of position. Vista player just couldn't quite get to that puck. Strawn here, picks it up. Strawn accelerates. He overskates it. Strawn leaves it for Hitzig. Hitzig makes a nice move there, avoids a man, comes into the zone. Tries to move through. Shot saved by the Valor goalie. Edwards coming back on. Fresh power play players coming on. Sanchez, Chang, Tennyson, Robertson, and looking for the other wing. Looking for the other D. Face off here into the corner, off the wall, to the neutral zone. Tennyson here. Tennyson moves in, pushed off that puck from behind. To the corner here, behind the net. Sanchez in pursuit, held in there by Edwards. Edwards to Chang. Chang down the wall to Edwards. Valor's going to ice that. 43 seconds of penalty left. Puck hits the end wall. This is Edwards. Edwards to Tennyson. Tennyson dumps it. Down the wall, out. Vista having a hard time establishing their presence in the zone. Tennyson back. Tennyson up to Carnesi. Carnesi crisscrosses with Hitzig. Carnesi hits the red line, comes into the zone, gets round. Feeds it to Hitzig. Hitzig shot, saved. Mayorga here. Hitzig centers it. Keegan tips it wide. It's Dullum. Dullum tries to feed into the slot. Puck deflects up into the air. Puck move forward. Dullum tries to go through a man there. 18 seconds here. Valor into the zone. Mayorga putting off the puck. Dullum hits a man. Edwards here behind the net. He gets bumped off. 10 seconds here. Carnesi here. Held in there nicely. Into the period. All right, Valor. 1, Vista 4. We will be back. I think we're getting a nice cut. We'll go on mute. right, welcome back. Start of the second period. Vista going from left to right this period. Chang, Sanchez, Robertson. Edwards and Strong face off at center. Face off won by Vista, but poke it forward. Turned over to the Valor defenseman. Puck moved into the zone. Logan, here to Edwards. Edwards retreats behind his net. Edwards up the wall. Held in. Robertson muscles it out. He breaks in with Sanchez. Poked forward. Off the wall. Valor breaks in. Shot deflected. Off of Edwards. Behind the net, Strawn. Strawn moves it up the wall at Robertson. Tough one there. I'm not sure if Fulton was a little bit screened. Valor shot from the left face-off dot. He could just beat him between his body and the pipe. 4-2 Valor. Fulton must have been screened there. 16-19. Valor makes a game of it. Time to get back to work, boys. Mayorga has a group out. Face-off win, Mayorga. Dullum dumps it in. Hits a body, doesn't get deep. Held in there, Carnese. Carnese tries to move it across to Mayorga. Puck out to the neutral zone, Carnese here. Carnese accelerates. He's spun around. Fulton leaves it behind the net. Defenseman got crossed up. Not sure, they each thought the other one was going to go get it. Puck behind the net. Tennyson. Puck sent. Try to send it behind the net. He lifts it high in the air into the zone. Mayorga skating hard. They're going to call an ice. Connor hadn't hit the center line yet. Face-off coming down into the Vista zone. 15:33 in the period. So, same forward group. Brandenburg strong, face off to Fulton's left. Oh, Jackson has to move around the referee there. Shot, good save there, Fulton. This has come out with some jump here. Hitzig tries to move it forward, intercepted there. Brandenburg here. Brandenburg holds out with that man, tries to move it forward, not out. Pass across, down the wall, into the slot. Save there. Missed the player, dumped into the net by Brandenburg. That was a punch there, thrown by number 13. Not really sure how you let that go. Mayorga said something, he took a punch, but no call. So Gamble face off, Valor wins it. Center right across, through the goal mouth. Quast. Quast has been moved up. Gamble dumps it forward. Gamble swings it around to Brandenburg at the point. Brandenburg, his shot blocked into the corner. So this is Gamble hurt and Quast. Quast intercepts here. Moves it forward into the zone, but picked up by Valor. Puck. Quast's knocked down. Vista picks it up at the red line. Dumped into the zone. Goes around the net. This is Strawn, I think. Strawn battling there. Gamble hits a man from behind. That's gonna be a penalty. Gamble's gonna go. Let's see what they're gonna signal. He hit the man from behind. Let's see. Let's see if it's a 2 or something more. Cross check is the call. So Chang, Robertson, Edwards, Tennyson. 2 minutes on the board for Gamble. Chang on the straw. One by Vista. Robertson here. Hooks it forward. Robertson's skating hard here. Robertson breaks in. He curls off. He has a stick tied up. He's fighting there. Court. Robertson. Shot. Nice move there. He walked right out of the corner. Dropped there. Hooks away Robertson. Nice. Great job here by Braden. .23 goes behind the net. He circles. Down the wall. 1.5 balls to the point. Across. Shot. Flipped out of the zone by Chang. Penalty killer's changing. Boggs on. Looking for the other wing, that's Quast. Valor misses that. Quast skating hard. Quast comes into the zone. His shot just trickles wide. Dellum's on the ice. Shot blocked. Quast. It's way too many men on the ice for Valor. No call. I think Valor briefly had 6 players on the ice. Dellum, not able to clear that. Held in at the left point. Across to the high slot, high point. Down to the right face-off dot. Across, left face-off dot. Shot. Blocked by Dellum. Held in there. 10 seconds of power play left for Valor. Shot, blocked in front. But that moved out. Dellum gets it out on his backhand. That should just about do it. 12:03. Gamble on. Mayorga steps on. Carnese stepping on. Move forward. This is Dellum. Dellum off the wall. Keegan. Good hold of the line there by Hitzig. Carnese tried to feed Hitzig. Didn't come across. Puck comes out. Into the zone. Poked away there nicely by Strawn. Strawn to Keegan. Puck comes up in the air. This is Mayorga. Mayorga moves forward. Mayorga has that puck hooked off his stick. Puck right there. Across is Hitzig. Hitzig. Bouncing puck, can't settle it. Puck into the corner. Valor picks it up. Across and up. Brandenburg stands that man up. Jackson to Strawn. Strawn tipped up to Carnese, who tips it into the zone. Valor retreats behind their net. They go D to D. Valor breaks out. Into the zone. Up here, Brandenburg tips it off of Chang. Move forward. Shot goes wide. Chang moves it in, goes behind the net. Up the wall. Into the zone. Robertson was looking for a hit there. He laid off. Iced by Valor. Face-off coming down into the Valor zone. Sorry. So Chang, Sanchez, Robertson, Dellum, and Tennyson face off to the goalie's left. Logan saying something to CJ. Not sure if they're calling some kind of play here. Now he says something to Robertson. Chang has looked to go forward. Robertson here. Robertson shot. Deflect. Puck there alongside the net. Frozen. I think the plan was to go forward there with that puck. Chang on the straw again. Face off over the corner. Chang here. Dullum fans. Pop, hit in the air, hits the top of the net. Braden, Dullum did get full power on that shot. Robertson here. Robertson along the wall. Sanchez, Robertson tries to get to Sanchez. Sanchez there, try to feed Robertson again. Back to the point, Tennyson. Tennyson down the wall, Tennyson run. You got it deep though. Dullum here. Dullum accelerated onto the wall. Puck lifted up. This is Hurt. Hurt loses control of that. Flings it forward. Chang to Sanchez. Sanchez overskates. Line change completing now. Gamble on. Hurt. Hurt tries to get to Gamble. Past him. Valor takes it down deep. Oops, sorry. Out to the zone. Down to the Vista zone. Dullum here. Dullum off the wall. Hurt. Hurt's going to come onto that. It's got a little bit of time and space. Up the wall. Tries to get to Gamble. Gamble into the zone. Gamble loses an edge as he turns off the corner. Tries to feed it in front. Good break in. Shot high over the net by the Valor forward. Valor walks in, out. Shot triples wide. This is Edwards. Edwards kicks it away. Valor here into the slot. Shot saved there. Nice job, Vulcan. Vista not able to clear. Trapped here a little bit. Ooh. No call there. They could have gotten a trip there. Strawn got his stick in the skates. No call. Line change. Vista. Let's see. Mayorga hits Carnesi. Strawn and Edwards. Face off to Fulton's right. 8:14 in the period. Vista up 4-2. Jackson on that. Face off. Wins it. Strawn is pressed onto the wall in the corner. Jackson comes, digs it out. Jackson moves it up the wall. However, Valor picks that up. Shot. No goal, no goal, no goal. They're saying no goal. Wow. No goal. That puck went straight up into the air. Took a lucky bounce and just died in the crease. Referee was in position to make the call. Thank your lucky stars there. Let's play there.
Let's go, Court. Just take it outside.
Puck there. Down the wall. Behind the net. This is Edwards. Edwards up the wall. Valor steals that. Valor's dangerous right here. Leave it there. Shot. Nice save, Vulcan. Puck goes behind the net. Strawn moves up the wall. Hitzig. Hitzig moves it up in the air. Keegan. Keegan kicks it down. Gets it into the zone, but not very deep. Valor takes over there. They move it forward into the zone. This is Edwards. Edwards. His pass hits the body. Keegan may have a chance here. This shot. Ooh. Goalie makes the save. He didn't know where the puck was at first, but he had it. Coming onto the ice. Boggs, White, and Schleicher. Dullum and Brandenburg. Face off the goalie's left. Schleicher wins out to Dullum. Dullum across to Brandenburg. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Brandenburg here. Brandenburg dumps that in. Into the corner here. Boggs bumping. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Boggs. That was Schleicher bumping a body. Puck comes out. Puck passed. Into the corner here. Body's flying. Boggs to White. White Off of Schleicher into the zone. Oh wow, I do not know. Oh wow, on both sides. Goalie misplayed that puck. Puck went through his legs, was sitting in the slot, slowed down before it could cross the line. That would have been another crazy play. Crazy. Almost identical play on both sides. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Into the zone. Dullum here. He's going to pick it up. Oh, he overskates it. Shot. Turnaround shot. Misses. Same shot here. Brandenburg going to send that down. This could be an ice. It is. 5:55 in the period. Vista ices it. Robertson, Chang, Sanchez, Tennyson. I'm looking for the other D. Strong. Chang wins that draw over into the corner. Valor picks it up though. Tennyson here behind his net. Tennyson being harassed. Robertson. Robertson to Chang. Chang breaks in. Fires a shot. Puck rebounds loose there. Strawn here. Strawn fires it. Sanchez being told to play. Chang on the straw, no change. Valor goalie's left, 5:34 left in the period. Chang wins that clean. Back to the point, Strawn. Cross, Tennyson. Shot, locked in front. Flipped up. Dumped into the Vista zone. Cross ice. Tennyson has his stick tied up. In the corner here. Vista dumps it deep. Goes behind the net. Around the wall. Robertson leaves it for Tennyson. Tennyson off the wall. This is Strawn. Strawn high off the glass to Sanchez. Hand pass. Hand pass is going to be the call. Pass coming all the way down into the defensive zone for Vista off there. A hand pass. CJ gloved it down. I thought he put it to his skate and they kicked it over, but referee was there. Called a hand pass. Face off to the right of Fulkin. Mayorga. We're missing a center. Not sure Jackson was getting some equipment fixed, but he skates on the ice now. He gets tossed out. Keegan comes in. Face off won by Vista. I'm sorry, Valor. Puck up. Itzig to Carnese. Carnese tries to slip through, gets taken down, no call. This is Edwards. Edwards to Hitzig. Hitzig. Dumps it deep. High cross ice back. Dump. Valor moves forward. Edwards across to his D partner. I think that is Brandenburg. Pass across. Mayorga dumps it into the zone. This Valor goalie leaves it behind the net for his D. They pick it up. They come up, send that into the corner. Hitzig's going to get there. He fires it towards the net. Deflected into the corner. Puck up. Valor not able to clear there. Up the wall. Valor moves forward. Accelerate. Could be there. Shot. That's a goal. Fulton made the initial save. Rebound popped straight up in the air, then dropped into the crease. Valor player was behind him and jams it in. 4-3, tie game now. So Quast hurt Gamble. Dullum and Tennyson. Valor fighting back here, 4-3 now. Vista 3:46 into the second. Puck up, tipped into the zone. This is Dullum. Dullum flips it. This is going to be an ice, I think. Puck down. No change of players for Vista. Gamble on the straw to Fulton's right. Gamble wins that. Back on that, Tennyson. Tennyson not able to move that up the wall. Shot across. Valor's going to hold that at the point. Across here. Shot. Gloved by Fulton. Valor's group coming out. 3:22, same D. Face off here, won by Mayorga. Keegan. Puck in the corner there. Puck up the wall. Shot off the shin pad of Tennyson, wide. Keegan. Try to hit Hitzig, streaking through the middle. Hitzig off the wall and out to the neutral zone. Dumped in. Goes back behind the net. This is Dullum. Dullum. Not able to move that up the wall. Tennyson behind the net. Tennyson to Hitzig. Mayorga. Mayorga skates on that puck. Good shot. Misses. This is going to be iced, I think. Yep. Off the deflection. 2:35. So Mayorga's group, D are changing. Tennyson skates off. It's coming on. Actually, they're changing forward lines too. Chang, Sanchez, Robertson. Fresh 5. Edwards and Strawn face off to the goalie. Valor goalie's right. Chang wins that over the wall. However, poked out. Robertson there. Slip. Prevents that breakout from happening. Left there, Edwards. Left Strawn. Off the wall, CJ. Chips that forward. I'm not sure if he got a piece of that. He did not, so that's going to be iced. Let's see where they're going to do the face-off. Face-off to Fulton's right. 2:19. Chang on the straw. Puck's loose there. Down the wall, into the corner. Valor here. Playing patty kicks in the corner. Trying to move it out to the slot. Try the other side to the point. Across. CJ here. Chang. His pass hits Edwards in the skates. Doesn't come out. Robertson here. Strawn here. Off the wall. Sanchez not able to get in front of that pass. Fulton here. Leaves it there. Off the wall, Edwards. CJ. CJ's pass. Robertson misses. Fulton freezes that. Valor with some jump right now. Got to be careful. Mayorga's group coming out 1:12 in the period. Face off to Fulton's right. Mayorga on the straw. Argo wins that to the wall. Dullum. Dullum not able to move it up and out. Dullum regains control. Not able to flip that out. Passes across. Keegan there. Keegan hooked down, no call. He slips that hit. Keegan goes behind the net. Kicked around. Breaks out. 3-on-3. Offside. Offside. Valor here, carries it in from the neutral zone. They come down the right wing. Center in front. Tennyson here, off the glass and out. Hitzig, can't control that. Off the wall, tipped forward. Tennyson moves it up and down. Iced. Save 5. So Carnese, Hitzig, Mayorga, Dullum, and Tennyson face off the goalie's left. 14 seconds, 13.9 seconds left in the period, basically 14 seconds. Mayorga in the straw. Valor wins that. They go to the point, down the wall, into the slot. Hitzig here. Oh wow, that's dangerous play. Dullum is going to ice that. 0.7 seconds here. Wow. Dangerous series of plays there. Got to be careful here. Hitzig coming to take the straw. 0.7 seconds left. Just need to tie it up here. Shot off the dot, caught by Fulkin. All right, that's the end of the second. We will see you guys for the third.
At the end of 2, it's Valor 3.
All right, welcome back. Start of the third. Chang, Robertson, Sanchez, Strawn, and Edwards. Fulton still in goal. This is going from right to left this period. Valor wins that face-off. Off the wall and in. Edwards here, settles it. Edwards retreats behind his net. Edwards off the wall, up to Sanchez. Sanchez tries to move to Chang. Just out of his reach, into the zone. Up down, no ice here. Valor reverses behind the net. Robertson creates a turnover here. Robertson here, tries to move forward. Edwards dumps it right back in. Sanchez in on the forecheck. Chang intercepts that. Robertson deflected that, but not able to control it. Shot behind the net. Chang here. Chang behind the net. Chang flips it high in the air, out to the neutral zone. Out. Dumped right back in by Valor. Goes around the net. Mayorga stepped on. Mayorga leaves it there for Strawn. Strawn had Hitzig for a second. Gets it over to Hitzig. Hitzig tries to move it out to the neutral zone. He does. Valor shot from the point. Save there. Fulton. Strawn moves it out. Hitzig. Not able to get that. Valor moves forward. Shot. Oh. That Fulton had saved that. Thought it was in his glove, but it trickled out to the backside. Valor taps in that rebound. 4-4. All tied up. 15:23 in the period. Plenty of time here. It's a back and forth game here. Vista had gone up 4-1 after one. Valor fought all the way back to tie it. 4-4. Gamble, Hurt, Boggs. Face off here. Pass across. Forward, Dullum. Dullum moves it up. Tip forward, down. They say no ice here. Gamble here, applying forecheck pressure, Boggs. Valor breaks that out into the neutral zone, now into the offensive zone. Tennyson deflects that centering pass there. Nice job, Noah. Up. Boggs leaves it there for Dullum. Dullum just flips it out into the neutral zone. Valor back. Hurt and Boggs. By forecheck pressure, however, Valor breaks that, gets out to the neutral zone. They dump it. Leave it there. Tennyson here. Tennyson across to Brandenburg. Brandenburg's pass hits a shin pad. Deflects to the Valor goalie. Puck is down in some bodies along the wall there. Boggs picks it up, tries to move it forward. Brandenburg tries to get across. Schleicher tried to send it across. Puck back. White. Taken over there actually by Brandenburg. Brandenburg sends it off the wall and out to the neutral zone. Sent in by Valor, delayed offside. Brandenburg here. Brandenburg fans. Quast, his pass deflects into the zone. Vista just sends it into the offensive zone. This could be an ice, and it is. Vista just needs to reset here. Haven't had a lot of puck control. Chang, Sanchez, Robertson. Strawn and Edwards. Chang on the straw to Fulton's left. Puck here, Edwards sends it around the goal. Away from Strawn, but Strawn intercepts that. Robertson moves that forward. However, Valor takes over in their zone. Puck held in there for a second. Strawn here. Strawn to Edwards. Edwards back. Edwards to Strawn. Tipped forward. Robertson skating hard. He gets cut off. Into the zone. Robertson and Chang. Valor picks up that puck. They break the pressure. Puck deflects. Across. Across. Held in at the point. Shot forward. Just went wide. Out to the point. Carnese's on. Puck onto the bench. Faceoff's going to be in the Vista zone to Fulton's right. 12:33 tied up at 4. Carnese on this, actually Jackson on the straw. Puck out. Dullum here. Dullum to Hitzig off his stick. Turned over. Puck is iced though by Valor. So faceoff will come into the zone. This has had a little bit of trouble linking up their breakout passes. Hopefully we can settle it down here. Face off to the Valor goalie's right. Iorga here. Face off won by Valor. They go behind the net. They go D2D. Up. Nice interception there by Keegan. Keegan tries to slip by. Stealing it back and forth from each other. Finally, this Valor gains control. However, Hitzig. Hitzig here with the lane. Shot. Valor goalie made the save with the toe of his skate. Hitzig had his stick tied up in a body there. Not able to free it. Shot. Chipped away. Too far for Hitzig. Down the wall. Is Tennyson. Tennyson around to Brandenburg. Brandenburg loses control of that stick. A puck. Shot blocked by Hitzig. I think up into the netting. Gamble coming on. Line's been changing up here a little bit. Gamble, Schleicher, Quast. Face off here. Valor into the slot. Puck deflects wide. This is Gamble. Gamble sends it around. Brandenburg not able to get to that puck. Goes behind the net. This is Quast. Quast sends it deeper into his zone to Strawn. Strawn off the wall. Not out. Gamble recovers. Gamble gets his pocket picked from behind. Schleicher here. Schleicher not able to make that pass. He gets it and dumps it into the zone. Puck sent around. Quast in. Held in there for a second by Schleicher, but Valor intercepts and breaks out. Edwards intercepts. Edwards over to Gamble. He moves it forward. Schleicher not able to control that as he enters the zone. Dumped in. Sent around. Chang. Chipped that onto the bench, I think. Face-off's going to be to Fulton's right. 10:20 in the period. Face-off here. Chang on it. Face-off won by Valor. To the left point. Across. Dumped. Deep. Sanchez here. Sanchez takes it deeper into his zone. Sanchez escapes behind his net. Partially fans up to Robertson. Robertson just sends out to the neutral zone. Dumped in onto the bench by Valor. So face-off should be outside the zone. Not a lot of flow right now for Vista. Face-off at center. Just having trouble making the initial pass to break out. Cheng on the straw. Edwards and Dullum behind him. Cheng wins that. Edwards here, dumped in off the wall. They're going to say icing. Edwards had not gained control of the line. So face off to Fulton's left. Cheng on the straw. Cheng moves that into the corner. However, Edwards had moved to the front of the net. Valor picks it up there. Puck loose there in the corner. Valor picks it up. Cheng rides that man onto the wall. Puck goes behind the net. This is Strawn. Strawn on his backhand. Tries to move forward to Robertson. Valor, delayed offside. Across to Edwards. Edwards, back to Strawn. Cheng here. Moves forward. Puck into the zone. Comes out to the neutral zone. Edwards here. Cheng tips it into the zone. He's going to change now. Sanchez there. Battling as his line mates change. Hitzig there. Chases that man behind the net. Helmet came off. The Valor player got tied up with Sanchez. .856. So Hitzig, Carnese, Mayorga, Hitzig on the straw, Tennyson and Dullum face off to the Valor goalie's right. Valor wins that. Puck comes up and out to the neutral zone. Tennyson, as I puck it around him, backhand shot. Valor player hurt. Dullum rode that man hard onto the wall. He's up on his feet, picking up his equipment. Big stuff coming out. Cheng, Robertson, Sanchez, Strong, and Edwards face off outside the zone. Cheng wins that draw. Edwards here. Edwards in his defensive zone, surveying. Edwards through Strong's legs. Not able to handle that pass. Shot down the wall point. Puck up in the air. It's on the net behind, on the back of the net. Strong gets tied up with a man. Out to the point. Shot. Good save, Fulton. Oh. Cheng here. Cheng to Sanchez. Sanchez overskates that. It's his zone. Shot right on, saved. So Gamble, Quast hurt coming on. 7:48 in the period. Quast on the straw. Poked away from danger there. Tennyson down, but gets up to Gamble. Gamble breaks in. Tries to go wide. Loses an edge. Dullum, shot, save. Goalie. This is Brandenburg. Brandenburg sends it down the wall. Right there in front. Comes out. This is the defenseman. Edwards is back. He picks it up. Edwards here, harassed, taken down. Oh, wow. Fulton deflected that centering pass. It ended up in the slot. Vista with a good chance. They fired it wide though. Edwards here, sends behind the goal. This is Brandenburg. Brandenburg off the wall. Hurt just sends it out to the neutral zone. Puck deflects. It's Brandenburg into the corner, cross ice. Mayorga's on. Mayorga harassing that man. Pitchforked out and forward. They're going to say no ice here. Too close to Zach. Puck there in the corner. Keegan intercepts. Keegan going on 1-on-3. Gets around 1, gets around 2. Loses control, but stays on that puck. Hitzig. Cause the Valor player to slow down. Strawn here. Strawn shot blocked. Dullum and Strawn are back. Offside. Offside play. 6:05. Left in the period. Face off outside the Vista zone. Mayorga, Carnesi, Hitzig. Hitzig coming off. Sanchez, Chang, Robertson coming on. Valor wins that draw. Up across. Move forward. Cross ice dump. Dullum off the wall. Chang tries to get to Sanchez. Dullum tripped up.
Thank you.
Sanchez here. Chang shot. Right on. Dullum was tripped up. Vista going on to the power play. 5:32 in the period. Tripping's the call. Power play Vista. Let's see if we can get one here. 27 off for a tripping. I see Gamble, Mayorga, Carnesi, Edwards, and Hitzig. Face off one by Valor. They come up the wall, however, Carnesi saves that from going out. Hitzig here at the left point. He switches places with Edwards. Shot through, saved. Edwards here along the wall. Edwards to the point. Hitzig back to Edwards. Back to Hitzig. Hitzig angle pass off the wall. Carnesi tries to go behind his back. Valor intercepts. Puck comes out, sent down. Fulkin here stops it, leaves it for Edwards. Edwards picks it up behind the net. Zach leaves it for Campbell. Gamble accelerates into the neutral zone. Gamble drops it for Keegan. Keegan weaving here into the offensive zone. Keegan into the corner, now behind the net. He gets rubbed off but maintains control. Exits the other side. Keegan here. His shot, turnaround, deflects, goes over the net. Keegan to the point. They're going to call Keegan for an interference? Or who are they calling for interference? Interference, they're calling Gamble. Hey, so we're going to play 4-on-4 for 1:01, then Vista will have a power play. I didn't see what happened. Pretty sure the call was interference. So Chang, Robertson come out for the 4-on-4. Chang, Robertson, Strong, and I'm looking for that other D. I'm assuming it's Edwards. Chang here. Puck tied up. Logan wins out over the wall. Robertson here, goes behind the net. Robertson harassed. He leaves it there. Strawn harassed. Puck there in some feet. Valor are happy to kill time on this 4-on-4. 35 seconds of 4-on-4 left. Puck finally comes loose. This is Strawn. He gets tied up again. Yeah. Valor comes out with that finally after about a minute. Shot. Fulton save. 15 seconds left until the Valor power play. No change in the Vista players, although I see players coming up now. I see Quast, Sanchez, fresh players, Brandenburg and Dullum. Face off one by Valor to the point, down the wall. Brandenburg can't slow that down, but intercepts. Brandenburg gains control now. He loses it, but gets it on into the offensive zone from his belly. PK now, Sanchez, 57 seconds of power play time for Valor. Puck frozen there. Plus just trickled out. So 3:26 left in the game. Valor has a power play for 53 seconds. Same players, Quast, Sanchez, Brandenburg, and Dullum. Face off to the Valor goalie's right. Quast loses that draw. Valor goes behind their net. They exit the other side. Valor player accelerating here. He drops it there. They hit the red line and they're out. Ooh.
In the States.
The tip of Owen Brandenburg's stick ended up in the Valor player's skate. Puck comes out. Quast gets that out. Good effort there. Sanchez bumps a man. So Robertson stepped on. Valor cycling here, 9 seconds left. Offside. 5 seconds left of power play for Valor. Offsides, 2:38 in the game. So Chang, Robertson, Edwards, and Strawn. Faceoff's going to be outside the Vista zone. Chang on the straw. Valor wins that. They hit the blue line. They dump it in. Vulcan here leaves it for Edwards. Edwards escapes the other side. Carnesi stepped on. Carnesi chips it around. Carnesi breaks in Robertson. Carnesi breaks through. Shot right on. Wow. Got a surprising amount of power on that. Shot Edwards. Tipped Ryan Robertson just wide. Out to center. They hit the line and they dump. Edwards back. Edwards here. Edwards moves forward. Has that puck come off his stick. Hitzig leaves for Keegan. Keegan hits the blue line. He's going to try the left side. Keegan, centering pass. Try to go to Hitzig, not out. Puck across. Out. Valor breaks in. Shot. Backside. Rebound was available, but Valor couldn't get to it. Puck held in there. Hitzig picks it up at center. His pass to Keegan. Blocked. Up forward. Robertson here. Robertson just jumped on the ice. Robertson moves around the man. His shot. It's going high corner. Good job, Braden. 1:06 left in the period. Braden jumped on the ice like a bolt of lightning. Tied at 4. So Chang, Robertson, Sanchez, Dullum, and Tennyson. Face off to the goalie's right. Puck loose. Valor.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute left. Cross. Oh. Pretty passing played by Valor. That's bad luck. tough one, 5-4. 53 seconds left in the game. Just no stopping that. I think Vista may have called a timeout here. All right, Vista's got 53.2 seconds to work some magic. Mayorga out. So Mayorga hits a strong and Edwards. Valor controls that. They're moving forward. Pass goes back. Edwards here, 43 seconds. Edwards slows it down. Edwards up to Hitzig, too far for him. Move forward into the zone. That's iced. Faceoff's going to come down. Fulkin being pulled over to the bench. Robertson stepping on the ice for him. Mayorga on this draw. Off over the wall, up the wall. Held in by Edwards, but out. It's iced, 19.5 seconds here. Now 19 and a half seconds left. Do it again to the goalie's right. On this draw, face off, held in there for a second. Edwards along the wall, Robertson, Hitzig, tries to center it, intercepted. Hitzig, the shot goes behind the net, 6 seconds here. Strong goes down the wall. Tough one, Vista Falls today. They were 4-1 in the falling 5-4. We'll go on mute here.